Hey, what's going on, guys? As you guys have been keeping up, at least for most of you, have been watching my Twitter feeds and YouTube channel. I just finished finally uploading my morning and afternoon videos of a day in life of being homeless, or of a homeless person, I should say. You can see here, this is the library. It's pretty big. I've been sitting inside that little alcove over there. You see the bright light. There are some plugs on the outside that I use to charge my phone. They're outside the building, or like out and around, you know, the other sides of the building I had to go to. So hopefully you guys, you know, have enjoyed what you've seen so far. Not really enjoyed, but got a better understanding what it's like to be homeless a little bit, you know, to understand the struggle of finding some place to lay your head, to some place just to hang out for the day, to get out of the cold, because, you know, I mean, it's wintertime still. And I just found out, or well, just looked up that this Saturday, here in Morristown, New Jersey, is going to be possibly raining / snowing, or snow that's going to turn into rain. So that's going to suck. That's going to be, I guess, a mildly entertaining video for you guys. Yeah, so as I posted on Twitter to one of my followers and my friends, it's currently like 32 degrees out, 30 degrees out, but it really feels like it's 18, which it truly does. It's freezing out here. So there's been no place really to hang out besides like Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, the soup kitchen earlier. Like I said, the guy you saw in my video from the afternoon video, Ramon, he's the one that's homeless and told me about the soup kitchen being open at 9 a.m. So that's when you guys will see me again, or well, I'll be recording again and posting more videos of, you know, day 2. And so to like clarify some things, guys, real quick, there's a lot of things I want to say, so my mind's a little jumbled, so just bear with me if I kind of like go around in circles or not really get to the point. There's just so much going on with homelessness. I mean, like I said, the homeless community is ever growing and is getting bigger and bigger every day, literally every hour. You know, this town is just one of the many. Compared to some other the bigger towns in New Jersey or other towns throughout the U.S., we probably are one of the smaller homeless population people. It just seems like a lot when you live in that town and you're experiencing the homelessness factor for yourself. You know, it's not fun. Especially during the wintertime. If this was summertime or spring, you know, it's at least warmer, or at least nice out, tolerable. It's no problem living out here. It's no problem being homeless, to be honest. Now, I know most of you guys are wondering, why don't you go to a shelter? Why don't you contact welfare? Why don't you do all these things? You know, why don't you go looking for help besides asking people for money? Essentially, that's what welfare is, asking the government for money. So it's really not much different. But to answer that question about welfare, I was on welfare back when I was 18. Originally, I was homeless back when I was 18 till about 22, when I finally got back on my feet. But anyway, like I said, I burnt my bridges at welfare. When I was young, I did many stupid things. I burnt many bridges. I fucked up a whole lot. Many of the resources that would normally be available to me are no longer available to me due to the fact of things I've done in the past when I was younger, that certain things have happened. I've been flagged or been forbidden, been banned, whatever, however you want to label it, however else you want to go saying it. But it is what it is. You know, I was young, I was homeless, my own mother threw me out after my grandmother died. I was going through a tough time, and at the time I wasn't mature enough to handle the situation, to fully grasp what was happening to me. And so I became this dick. I manipulated the system, I abused it, took advantage of it, just totally fucked it up, you know, fucked up my future chances in case I needed it again. Now the thing with the shelter is that I got banned from there because I broke the rules. The rules were, at the time, that you were not allowed to fraternize. I can't even say the word. Fraternize or whatever. Not allowed to flirt or be in a relationship with another person in the shelter. Met a girl there, got involved with her, and basically broke the rules. Because we ended up breaking up, getting into a huge fight while even in the shelter by passing notes back and forth to each other. And they found out, and they flagged me. So during that time when I hit the streets again, and then years later I tried to go back before I got back on my feet, and you know, they pulled up my, they asked my name, they pulled up my ID, I guess, basically. I don't remember the exact details, but basically flagged me, found out that I was banned previously, and I'm not allowed to stay there. So that's another reason why welfare won't put me up in a motel either. At least not unless it's an emergency. Like if it's raining or snowing, they will. But like not for like long term, because I'm not gonna be able to go into the shelter. Like if they knew I was on the waiting list for the shelter, then they would you know, allow me to stay at the motel for an extended amount of time. So like I said, shelter banned, welfare abused, and flagged, basically. Like I said, willing to put me up for a night or two, depending on if it's emergency, if the weather's bad, and how long it's bad for. As far as other resources or shelters, there's no other shelter within the local area. There's a temporary shelter where you can stay for like 2 or 3 nights at a time, where basically they allow you to stay for 2 or 3 nights, and then you can't stay for like a week or 2, and then you can come back and stay for another 2 or 3 nights at a time. Like I said, I mean, they don't they're not a primary shelter. They're not. Their main thing about them is that they're a rehab center. Their primary focus is taking in people who've done drugs, alcohol, stuff like that, people that have abused substances, and you know, so that's their primary focus, is getting people better, those people. But if they have room, they will take in the homeless. But like I said, they only allow them to stay for a few nights, just to kind of try to help them out, give them a place to live. So right now, we're on the hunt to find a place to sleep. So I'm gonna try one of my old haunts, I guess you could say, one of my old stomping grounds, my old sleeping ground. It's a parking garage. We're actually kind of near it, not like really close by, but we're gonna go up the back way. Another thing I wanted to mention to you guys is, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them down below in the comments, guys. I know most of you guys are like, how are you recording? How are you charging your phone? How are you, you know, talking on Twitter? How are you making YouTube videos? To answer those questions, guys, Wi-Fi. It's like I said, if you haven't looked, there's businesses everywhere, and most of the businesses provide free Wi-Fi. So guys, I mean, you know, feel free to ask me a bunch of questions. You can do a Q&A about, you know, where do you go to the bathroom? You know, like, at nighttime, especially when our businesses are closed, where do you go pee? Where do you go poop? You know, like, do you sleep in the same spot every night? Do you go eat at the same soup kitchen or at the same place all the time? Do you go around panhandling for money? Are you looking for work? Why, yeah, that's probably another question you guys are asking. Are you looking for work? Why aren't you working? Go get a job, you bum. To just clarify, guys, getting a job is difficult for a person like me who hasn't worked pretty much in 5 years. The whole time I was living with my ex, I was taking care of her 2 kids that she had with her ex-husband. And, yeah, so I was the at-home mom, and she was the moneymaker, breadwinner. And, that was my job, taking care of the kids. Alright guys, so we're here at the parking garage. We're taking our time going in because you know, we don't know what lies in wait. So here you go. So we're at the Dalton Street Garage. Right now we're just kind of wandering. I'm gonna be quiet for a second because I think there's some people around and we don't want to get in trouble for trespassing and such. Just kind of browsing around, giving you guys a tour of everything, so to speak. Alright, so we're heading to the roof right now. As you can see, guys, I don't have a blanket, I don't have any extra clothes. All that stuff is left at my mom's house. That's due to the fact of what I have is a big duffel bag, and there's no way I'm lugging that around. I have a bunch of clothes, and the only time I'm ever gonna get my clothes is when I go to my mom's place to shower and such. So we can't stay here. I just noticed that there's security sitting on top of the rooftop, so we're just gonna leave here and go to a different parking garage. So apparently this spot is continually monitored. Apparently now, I've never had security here before, but due to the increasing population of the homeless and people trying to camp out here using it as a shelter, due to the fact, as you saw, it was all kind of enclosed and easily accessible. So now we're gonna just stroll along to another parking garage. So there's a lot of homeless people that are way older than me, are doing a lot worse than I am, and don't have the outreach, the support that I have from you guys, my viewers, my subscribers, my followers, you know, everything, friends. So, you know, it's hard when you're at a certain age, you're an old man, let's say 50, 60 years old, and you're homeless. People look at you, you know, like, what have you been doing with your whole life? What happened to you? Like, were you in the military? Maybe, you know, you hurt yourself, you know, retired, became a vet, and then from there your life went downhill because you lost your drive, your motivation, the spirit that you once had because you injured yourself or you lost a limb, or whatever, you know. It's hard, you know, when you're out here every day for pretty much the rest of your life because you've given up all hope, you've given up all faith, you've given up every ounce of strength you had, and all you're doing with your life now is drinking yourself to death. I mean, you're pretty much drinking every day. I mean, these guys out here, most of these older men I see that are homeless are just, you know, they're constantly panhandling for money, and then when they get enough money, they just get themselves totally wasted, bombed out of their mind. They're stumbling, hitting their heads on the ground, peeing, you know, in public, getting arrested by the cops, so on and so forth. But the problem with this parking garage is it's right near the courthouse, so, you know, a lot of cops around here, at least during the day, when the courthouse is open, there are a lot of officers in the area patrolling and whatnot. Now, making these videos, guys, really pissed me out of my comfort zone because I'm not used to walking around basically talking to myself, and then to boot, I'm homeless. So already am I not frowned upon because people can kind of see or think that I'm a bum, that I'm homeless. They also see me talking to myself into a phone and are like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He must be crazy. Not only is he homeless and he's a bum, and, you know, he's fucking psycho. So I mean, this is really a big push for me. I'm really trying to ignore people, and also at the same time trying to avoid people. due to, you know, due to this uncomfortability. So, we're hoping here, in a minute anyway, that we'll be able to get into this garage. Again, don't know if this is going to be a secure spot or not. Hoping though. Here's to hoping, right? Here's to hoping. I apologize for the length of this video, guys. There's just so much I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to show you guys a full aspect of trying to find a place to sleep. That's the hardest thing right now. So I figured since this is the hardest part of the video, that I would record a full-length, uncut, raw footage of it all. We're walking now real quick. We'll just kind of walk around here quietly, trying to see if there's any security or people here. So we're just going to wander. Actually, you know what? We're going to go in the stairwell right over here, and we're going to go all the way down to the bottom, and then we'll get our bearings from here. Okay, this is looking familiar now. Pretty sure this is the parking garage I used to camp out at, or at least used to a long time ago. So hopefully this will all pan out. So this isn't the stairwell, but this is the right parking garage. Apparently a lot of people come here to drink their coffee and have their lunch breaks and stuff. So we're gonna go try to find the right stairwell. Okay. We're looking around for another stairwell. I'm not seeing one. Pretty sure there was no stairwell around here. Pretty damn sure. Here it is. I found it. Pretty sure this is it anyway. You see me keep looking around because obviously highly paranoid. Haven't done this in many years. So, yeah. Alright, so the stairwell I used to stay at is now secured. The only way to stay in that stairwell is if you have basically if you work in the building that's attached to this parking garage. So there's no way to stay here. There is possibly one other parking garage left. I'm trying to remember that one's location. What's going on, guys? We have found a parking garage that looks like it has zero security. And if this is too bright, guys, I turned the flash on the camera kind of so you guys see me better because it's really dark around here. So I don't know how well you guys can see over there. That is the parking garage. It's not really a parking garage, more just like a parking area. So that's where we're going to aim for, guys. So we'll be staying there for tonight, guys. Hopefully you guys find this kind of, I guess, informative and get a better understanding of what it's like to struggle with homelessness, like especially finding a place to crash at. This is like the biggest challenge. Well, this is what you spend most of your time doing at nighttime when you're ready to go to sleep, or where you want to sleep, is basically looking for a place to lay your head down at. I don't know if the stairwell's open. I'm pretty sure it's not. Yeah, I would assume, since there's no light in the stairwell, that it is completely completely turned off, and that this place doesn't even look like it's being used, like, at all. There's the way in is barricaded, and yeah, guys. So this is the parking garage, or parking area, I should say. So this is where we'll be staying. We'll probably be staying in the back corner over there, guys. Alright, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in into day one of a life of a homeless person. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, found it inspirational. If you guys can donate to my cause to help me get back on my feet, well, I keep looking for a job and trying to get back on my feet on my own. Any support you guys could offer or do would be greatly appreciated. Even sharing and liking this video, commenting on it, spreading the word of it, and spreading the word of homelessness throughout the U.S. Would be a great help to all homeless people, not just myself. So if you guys could, a link will be down below in the description to the fundraiser. So guys, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the morning tomorrow, bright and early, probably around like 8:30, 9 o'clock, maybe 10, I don't know. Depends on when I get to sleep out here. Alright, guys, Anubis out for the night. Stay cool, be cool, give respect, and get respect in return.